Hey, good morning, everybody. It is TJF Friday. It is October, it is October 14th. Supposedly one of the last Fridays for some, I guess, according to certain people, if you know what I mean. Anyway, as you can see, some Sonic comic news for today. And apparently, it has to do with two writers, one former head writer and one current head writer. Now, the former head writer, which is Ken Pender, well, the news broke this week by TSSZ that his court date, his trial and his court date between him and Archie Comics, him pursuing a case against Archie and Archie pursuing a case against him, has been set and will take place 2 weeks from this Monday in the morning, I believe, in New York City. That's right, 2 weeks from now the trial begins in New York City. And from what we understand, so far the information that's come in is that it will be for about 1 week. That whole week, which is basically starts the last day of this month, Halloween, and continue on for the first 4 or 5 days of November is when the trial will take place. So hopefully within that week span from the 31st to apparently the 7th, I believe, of November, or whenever, how long it takes, but a week for me basically goes to about the following Monday. Something's going to be settled. Something will finally, some kind of resolve will take place here. Now, the question is that a lot of people have is what kind of resolve will it be? What action will be taken? Will Ken get some justice out of this? Will he finally get some recognition? Or will Archie Comics supply some kind of evidence that, yeah, he did sign this contract, he did sign off on these characters? So, I don't know what's going to happen there, but apparently his court date has been set for the 31st. Now, again, we don't really know what's going to come out of this after it's all said and done. Is he going to get his royal pay, his back pay that he's owed, that he says he is owed? Is Archie Comics, the people involved with the Sonic the Hedgehog comic, are they going to have to switch things up for future issues? We don't really know. I mean, I'd be surprised if I don't know what he or any of his attorneys will say during this court hearing. I don't know if some of them will bring up maybe Genesis, because I recall one time in one of his statements that Ken Pendis himself said in one of his statements, I'm not sure which one it was, that he feels Genesis was being made not just by Ian Flynn but by Archie Comics to try to avoid some of his work, to try to retool some of his work or something like that. I'm not really sure. Maybe I got my facts wrong there, but I know he said something about that in one of his statements. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But overall, right now for that situation, the court date has been set. It's going to go about a week or so, and that's all we know. Any more information comes in, I'll let you know. You can go to TSSZ, I believe, to get more information. And yeah, that's what's going on with Ken Penders and the Sonic the Hedgehog comic book and Archie Comics and whatnot. Basically, again, the trial being set for 2 weeks from this Monday, basically being set to start on Halloween. So that's all we know there. Now, as far as the current head writer goes, Ian Flynn, word broke out 2 days ago that Ian Flynn will finally reveal Princess Sally's fate this Sunday morning at 10:45 Eastern Time at the New York Comic Con. That's right, New York City again is in the spotlight for this, and basically at the New York Comic Con at the Archie Sonic slash Mega Man, Archie Comics Sonic slash Mega Man panel, Ian Flynn will reveal to those that don't know the fate of Princess Sally. Now, many of us already know what her fate is going to be. We already know that by looking at the official cover of 232. A lot of people at various sites are questioning why is he doing this, knowing that possibly there will be those in the audience that know the answer already and are going to bombard him with all sorts of questions. My only thought is he wants to clarify. My only thought is he's doing this for the traditional comic book readers and subscribers, the ones that don't go on message boards that much, the ones that don't read spoilers, the ones that wait until the issue is in their hands the following month to find out what happens next, instead of looking at future covers for future issues and stuff like that. So that's the only thing I could think of, and also probably put some more clarity onto what's going to happen with her character. Because I'm pretty sure he realizes he's going to get bombarded with questions like, is it permanent? Is her situation permanent? Is it temporary? And if it's temporary, how long? Will it be? I'm sure he's going to get all those kind of questions. And if, I'm guessing, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm going to predict I'm not going to sit here and predict that I'm right about what he's going to say. All I'm guessing is he's probably going to announce that it is temporary, but he's just not going to say how long it's going to be till she returns to the side of the freedom fighters. So, because I'm pretty sure he knows, and he's actually acknowledged it himself, according to many people, that he knows, along with everybody, that she's a very popular character, and that people are not going to want to see her in this situation for long. So we'll just have to wait and see what he says. TSSD again say they're going to do a live stream of it, a live blog of it, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, if her situation's permanent, then I know there's a lot of fans, and I'm pretty sure Ian knows there'd be a lot of fans that will, not deal with the comic no more, not want to read the comic no more. So, again, we don't really know what the answer is going to be. I'm pretty sure, I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty sure he's going to probably say it's only a temporary situation, and that being temporary, he's not going to really reveal when and where she'll be returned to normal. But if he does say it's temporary, I'm pretty sure a lot of people's guesses would be that if he's not going to say when and where or how long, that the biggest guess could be 250. So there we go. But yeah, that's the other news coming around, that he is going to reveal Sally's fate, officially reveal her fate to the public at the New York Comic Con this Sunday at 10:45 Eastern Time. So basically, if you get up around 9:45 Central, 8:45 Mountain, and 7:45 Pacific, and possibly 4:45 Hawaiian and Alaskan time, you'll be able to probably sit down and find out about it live right then and there on the TSSZ website. So yeah, that's what's going on there. And oh yeah, and the new covers for 233 and 36, Sonic the Hedgehog and Sonic Universe, have been released. There's no descriptions yet on what's going on, but apparently there's a trial going on in 233 and a conclusion to the Babylon Rogues story arc in 36. So that's about it. That's all the Sonic comic news for today, Friday, October 14th, 2011. Again, in the comments, let me know down below, and I'll talk to y'all later.